Hey guys, Airhams here today. Now, this is probably going to be a tutorial of how to take off and land in infinite flight. It's going to be a part 1 and part 2 of how to land and take off in this sort of sequence. Anyways, let's get right into it. So this is Infinite Flight Global. So as you would know, you're able to fly from destinations around the globe. I'm not going to do any sort of flight. I'm just going to show you how to take off in infinite flight, because some of my viewers have said, why don't you do some tutorials, because they think that infinite flight is actually quite hard. So if you're wanting to do infinite flight global and that sort of stuff, you have to pay, which is a bit sad, but anyways, as you can see, we've got quite a lot of knots going on around. You can see that the engines are blowing. Anyways, if you're flying in Infinite Flight Global, there'll be like this little speaker thing, or like a headset with a microphone. Just have to press on it and do whatever you need to do. I'll do a tutorial on that. So what you're usually gonna do, if you're gonna do a long haul flight or just any sort of flight, you obviously need to do a flight plan. So I will be doing a tutorial on flight plans, don't worry, but of a flight. Stay tuned for that. So now let's dive right into it. Okay, so the first thing you're supposed to do is that you're supposed to do your pushback. Actually, wait. Yeah, you're supposed to put seatbelts on. Seatbelts on. Remember, you have to follow me. You also have to look at your weight and balance. If you're doing a long haul flight, like from Auckland to Doha or somewhere that's long haul, make sure to put your fuel like that. Because if you're on 50%, which was a stupid idea the other day I did, if you put on 50%, you're going to lose fuel very quickly. So, should not ever do that. So anyways, let's do our pushback. Remember, always start from engine 1. So engine 1's right there. Always start from there. Okay. Like so. And then once you're taxied perfectly, you can take off. I'll tell you how to take off soon. It'll be a little quick thing. Sorry about the microphone on this game. The microphone's a bit unsatisfying, a bit bad, because of the sort of microphone thing. I don't like it, but I have to do it in order for me to speak in front of the viewers. So, yeah, the microphone's a bit weird. This is the game microphone, so obviously it's going to be a bit of a weird situation. Okay, so... And in order for you to turn sharply, or if you're wanting to, for you to turn anywhere, this rudder, which is... A rudder is that little flap thing that's there. You see that little flap thing? You're going to be needing to use that for sharp turns and any sort of turn, because it's a useful thing. So always use that. Don't use the yoke all the time. You can use the yoke for turning and that sort of stuff. But I'll get into detail once I actually go through this. So we're just learning basics. So as you know, engine number 1 is on. Always start with engine number 1, and now let's start in the engine number 2. Okay. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you're doing a long haul flight, always to put the fuel at top and put passengers to about like 131 passengers and a little bit of cargo, about like 900. Oh, you have to put a little bit of cargo, because if you don't put a lot of cargo in, it's going to be a bit of a weird thing. So, yeah, my engine's actually quite slow here, so it might take a bit of some time. And during that time, and during that time, remember to always put the flaps. The flaps are the main thing. If you're doing, I'll do the landing tutorial, so do not worry, but if you're going to take off, always put your flaps on 15. Now, depending on the aircraft, okay? For me, if you're in an Airbus A380 or any sort of A380, always to put your flaps at 1 plus F, okay? 1 plus F, or you can put a number 1, alright? So now my engine should be cool. Okay, so now let's lift around, let's taxi to the runway. Now, the lines that you're seeing right over here, the lines, which are the yellow things that I'm going to turn to right now, you see those lines right in front? Probably are. These lines are supposed to help you get to in and out through the airport. So if you these are good things, because if you don't have lines like this, if you don't have the taxiways, they're called, if you don't have taxiways, then you're either going to crash or you're going to stop at the wrong position. Okay, so these taxiways are supposed to help you go in and out through airports. Actually, to actually take off and land, and taxi to your gate or go to the runway. So yeah. As you would guess, if you're on Infinite Flight, the online series, you would always have to go at the microphone with the headset thing, and it would normally say, it's like ready for pushback or something. This is for training mode. I'll talk to about the other stuff, but yep, that's what's supposed to happen. I'll do a full-on tutorial. For guys that want to do expert mode, I can't do expert mode considering expert mode is I can't do expert mode because I'm not on expert mode. So if you can see over here, I'm on Northwest 900. You see, I've only had 29,000 XP, so I can't do anything else. If you want to go to expert mode, you have to go to 40,000 XP, so I don't have that. And the one main disappointment is that you can't for the long haul ones. I'm not sure if this is actually real, but I'm not sure if this is I'm not sure if this is actually supposed to happen, but for some reason for some reason, when I do my long-haul flights, I don't even do anything. Now, okay, make sure to always pause at about this moment over here, because if there's aircraft coming, this is about the live mode, this aircraft coming, you always have to stop, alright? So anyways, make sure to put your, make sure to always test your spoilers, and that's the flap thingies on the wings. Remember to put your landing lights and strobe lights on before takeoff and always landing. Okay, like so. And take off. Alright, so I'll tell you how to take off, which is just in a moment. Put it at a normal speed at about 0 knots, just get it up to 1 knot at least. Oh, I think there's something else. I don't know why it's not going there. It might be 2 or 4 knots, but remember to always follow those taxiways. And remember, you always have to follow the lines on the runway. So that's the little lines right in front of the, right there. That's the line. You always have to follow that, otherwise you go off track. That's the sort of thing you have to look at. So when you're about to take off, which is right now, always put a point like that, 70, and then full power. Okay, then full power. Don't go straight up, otherwise you'll lose fuel. Okay. So at about 200 to 190 knots is the affirmative for you to take off. I'm going to use that rudder a bit. So over here about 190. Whoa. Currently, oh yeah. So about 190. If you don't have wind like that, about 190. Or you can take off at 180. So, also remember to put the gear up. That's the gear thing. Always remember to put that on. Once I get through detail with these buttons and that, then we'll start to get an idea of how this works. So, that's how you take off in infinite flight. I will be doing a landing for this, so do not worry. So yeah, thanks for watching and bye for now.